almost now completed. He said, I have many students, and inshallah I'm going to convey the message of Ahmadiyya to them. Our missionary in charge from Burkina Faso writes that one of our muallims, teachers, to one of the people they were preaching to, Zela Abu Bakr, he said to him that if you want to know about the truth of Jamaat Ahmadiyya, then I will tell you the formula. He said that every day you should pray 2 optional Nawafil prayers, and in those prayers you should only ask for Allah to clarify the truth of Jamaat Ahmadiyya for you. Inshallah, God willing, Allah will guide you. So this is exactly what he did. And Abu Bakr Sahib subsequently saw a dream, and in this dream he saw that a person of white complexion said, and this person was sitting on a chair high up and he was calling us. So Abu Bakr Sahib said within the dream, and also the village imam, he was also there at that time. So that person who was of white complexion, when he invited him to come up, he said that I, the person narrating this, rapidly went towards him, and the Imam Sahib left my hand and said, I will not come forward. So when they were shown the picture, they said it was the promised Messiah alayhi salam who was seen in the dream and who was calling them to come towards the faith. So subsequently he took the bet, the pledge of allegiance. Mahmoud Isa Sahib is of Syria. He said, I became acquainted with MTA through a cousin who is a doctor. He told me by way of mockery that there is a person who is claiming to be the Imam Mahdi, and he has followers in every place, and 100 years have passed since he passed away. So then I found out the details of MTA from him. At the beginning it was extremely frustrating to me that the Imam Mahdi has come and left, and we were not even aware of it. Whereas I was particularly waiting for the coming of the Imam Mahdi, that he would come and free the Muslims of Arabia. I said in my heart that how can this person be the one who would save the Arabs when nobody has pledged allegiance to him? So anyhow, I said to my cousin, perhaps these people are true. But that cousin did not listen to what I was saying. He writes that I am not any pious person. In fact, I was an irreligious person. I would not even offer prayers. In fact, I was even drinking alcohol before. But despite this, I was always in search of the just and the truth. 4 years ago, I saw in a dream the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he was present and his companions were around him. I saw above that there was a person with an illuminating countenance. When I asked the people around him about why this person does not have a beard, he said that this is his countenance before becoming a prophet. When I woke up, I was very joyous. 2 years ago, when I started watching MTA, then I found out that that person I saw in the dream was Sayyidina Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam of Qadian. And I told my wife with astonishment all of this, and said the only difference was that the promised Messiah alayhi salam had a beard. That is, the countenance was the same, but in the dream he had seen his countenance without a beard. The reason why I delayed taking the bed is because I was not a very religious person. I used to perform many bad deeds, and I did not want to defame the Jamaat. Hazur says this is the thinking of the people entering into the Jamaat, and this is something the old Ahmadis must ponder on. That in Ashtarut, a Lebanese magazine, I would write as well as write poetry. But since I read the poetry of the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, my life has entirely transformed. His poetry is extraordinary. From Kyrgyzstan, our missionary writes that a youngster, Dik Sahib, he relates the account of his incident himself. He said, for some time I was learning and being acquainted with Jamaat Ahmadiyya. However, I was not ready to take the bed just yet. Within those days I saw a dream that on the rooftop I see a black picture, and immediately I started reciting Surah Fatiha and La ilaha illallah. After this, in the dream, I see a white leaf, upon which a few lines of Arabic are written. I start trying to read these lines of Arabic, however I cannot understand. Immediately after this, I see in one direction, in a corner, in Russian, was written Islam, true faith, and a lofty voice was coming, that Ahmadiyyat, the true Islam. After this dream, I became satisfied in my heart, and I immediately took the pledge of allegiance. From Indonesia, our Amir Sahib writes that Mukarram Fironi